Do you know Nantucket Reds? They're those distinctive pants that come from Massachusetts. Well, it turns out they have a very fascinating history. So join me today as we delve into Nantucket Reds, how to wear them, where they come from, and the fascinating story behind them. My name's Hemingway Jones, and I make videos about fountain pens mostly, but also other things for curious people. So thank you for joining me today. Nantucket is an island that lies 30 miles off the coast of Massachusetts. It takes about an hour to get out there if you take the high-speed ferry from Hyannis. The island was originally inhabited by the Wampanoag. When English settlers came, it went through a cycle of slow development until the mid-19th century when the island became one of the centers of whaling in the New England area. Quite a bit of wealth flowed through. When the whaling industry collapsed and as time went on, Nantucket got quiet, but much of its original charm and architecture was preserved. Now this turned into a tremendous opportunity for developers, and starting from the 1950s, the area became developed as an exclusive retreat for wealthy residents from all over the country. That, of course, continues until this day. Not too many places in the world have a color associated with them in the same way that Nantucket has Nantucket Red. You can find this color on everything from dresses to hats, even homes, and especially on these distinctive pants that are known simply as Nantucket Reds. Pretty much anytime you see this color, it just signifies Nantucket. I was thinking that it really should be the state color of Massachusetts, but it's not. The state colors of Massachusetts are blue, green, and cranberry. Presumably not all at once. So yes, these slightly obnoxious but very distinctive pants in that particular pink, actually faded red color have grown to become a preppy icon, even to the point where they were featured in the quasi-satirical Preppy Handbook. And I say that because I was alive when that book came out and a lot of people took it literally. Now, there is one very important reason why these pants were elevated to that level of sartorial splendor, and that is President John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy had a certain relaxed and effortless style that really projected who he was and this certain sense of mid-century American optimism and idealism. And he was an early adapter of Nantucket Reds. Only 3 years after they were invented, he was famously filmed golfing in Nantucket Reds, wearing a navy polo shirt, Ray-Ban Wayfarer glasses, and Nantucket Reds. I don't think anyone has looked as cool in these pants as he did. He just pulled it off impeccably. Now that we know why these pants are famous, let's get into the history of how these pants came to be at all. Although everyone has a version of these pants, from LL Bean to J. Press to J. Crew to Ralph Lauren, the Nantucket Red pants were invented at Murray's Toggery Shop in 1960. Murray's Toggery is a menswear store that's located on Main Street in Nantucket. Anyone who has been to Nantucket knows Murray's. It's a charming shop. It's the sort of clothing shop that just really doesn't exist anymore. Philip C. Murray of Murray's Toggery introduced these pants made of a canvas cloth that was used for the red sails of the small boats off the coast of Brittany. These same boats can be seen also off the coast of Cornwall. They began as these rich bright red pants, and then after repeated washing and from fading due to sunlight, they would soften and fade into the distinctive pinkish red hue of Nantucket Reds. These days, they usually come pre-faded. They're still made here in the USA. Look, if you want to say that they're too bold, they're too loud, or they're too pink, or whatever, that's exactly the point. These pants are made for a certain outrageous insouciance. It's a bit of a confounding casualness that still retains enough formality to be a summer wedding staple. Perhaps the faded red is an acceptable way for some men to wear pink. They are certainly a flash of color, a bit of dandyism, a bit of a bright signifier, but you have to admit, they look spectacular when paired with a navy blazer. So here's some advice on how to wear them. If you're going to wear these pants, you have to not care. You have to wear them for yourself to get in touch with a bit of that Kennedy mystique, Cape Cod in the summers, clam bakes. It's a bit of that feeling, but don't just limit them to summers. They look brilliant in spring and in autumn, even in the winter, but I usually wear them spring and summer. I do like them with a cotton sweater, usually in navy. I think navy above and the Nantucket red below just looks brilliant, because something so strange or a little bit of an outlier like Nantucket Reds needs other items to sort of tone it down. So I think it's best with a white polo, a navy polo like JFK, perhaps an Oxford shirt in either blue, white, or university stripe, one of my favorites, and a navy blazer will dress up the entire outfit and just give you a bit of dash and commanding mystique. These pants are also great with boat shoes, and you should probably leave your socks at home. They are definitely a beautiful spring-summer staple in my wardrobe. I think the best thing about these pants is that the more you wear them, the more they break in, the softer they get, and the more comfortable you get. And then there is that process when you first get them, you feel a little bit self-conscious, and it's almost as if the pants are wearing you. But after a while, you will take command of them, and you will be wearing them, and I'm sure you will do it splendidly. So the best place to get these pants, really the authentic version, is from Murray's Toggery. They're going to set you back about $150. When they come, you'll be surprised they feel substantial, but not too much. They're made of a cotton duck material, and they break in and they soften with time. They're absolutely beautiful in their details. They're made in the USA by Corbin, so you have that continuous history that goes along with it, which is a lot of fun. They do come unfinished, so you'll have to head out to your local tailor, have them taken up. That'll set you back about another $12 to $15, but you do want them to look perfect. I go with a slight break. You don't want too much material bunching up on your boat shoes. Now, I took my styling cues from JFK on that one. I just think his look marvelous. You can order these pants online, but personally, I think the best way to get them is to go to Nantucket and buy them at Murray's yourself. It makes for a wonderful souvenir of your trip, and every time you put them on, you'll think about the island. So the best way is to take the high-speed ferry from Hyannis, book a bed and breakfast. It's best to go in the off-season, May, September, October. Bring some books. Stroll around. It's very romantic. It's just a lovely place. And these fantastic pants are so emblematic of that island spirit that you'll always be able to connect through your wonderful memories with these fantastic pants. So what do you think of Nantucket Reds? Are they just too much for you, or do you like them as well? Let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy learning about them? Have you ever heard of them before? I'd love to hear from you. So I make videos all the time. I usually make videos about fountain pens, inks, journals, and journaling, and that's mostly what I'll be making videos about. But occasionally you'll see a video like this when I just want to share something with you. So thanks so much for being here. If you like this, please subscribe. And if you know someone who might also enjoy it, share it with them. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the members. I appreciate you all as well. And I can promise you something. We'll see each other again very soon, further up the road. So take care of yourself and have a fantastic summer.